It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. But try and vote every chance I get. You can't change nothing if you don't do that.
I'm trying to catch up, people. Ah, shit. Hell, I know what time this show starts. Anyway, baby, it is Sunday, and it's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. And I am damn glad y'all are here. Boy, howdy shit. I got to tell you, though, it's been kind of a slow news day. Nothing really going on. I almost decided not to have a show just because we'd have nothing to talk about. Boy, howdy shit. Haven't things changed a bit? Anyway, I'm sure all of you have heard the news today. Joe Biden has stepped down and endorsed Kamala Harris for running. I'm mixed emotions. I'm so proud of Joe for what he's done, for the legacy that he's leaving behind, the progress that he's made in this country. But I have full faith that Joe Biden picked Kamala Harris for a reason. He thought she was capable of doing the job, and I think she is too. Anyway, I didn't do that. It's in my ear. Before I delve any lower than where I already am, and I'm starting off down in the bucket, get Miss Chick up here and see how she. Oh, don't do that to me again. I'm about to hit everything in front of me with a hammer. That's all.
No.
No. Don't do that. I keep getting a message that I don't want to hear. Anyway, Miss Chick, how are you, darling?
I'm okay, John.
Been a day, hasn't it?
Before we get into the broader news,
right?
I just wanted to acknowledge that Sheila Jackson Lee passed away. She was representative there up in the 18th district in Texas. Has been for what, 30 years?
30 years. She's long serving.
Long
it was
serving.
sad to
It's going to
see
be
her
hard
passing.
to fill those shoes.
Yes, she was a very vocal advocate for the Democratic Party and for everything that we've worked so hard for. She was a part of it. So, yeah, she's going to be missed.
I did poke my head into the Ballotpedia real quick, and
right.
I think that's a pretty solid blue area, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. I think.
So
I don't know who's going to step in and take her place.
Someone has to cover her shoes until the election.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it has been an eventful news day, to say the least.
Yes.
Before we get on, and this is what I was trying to fluster with, I want to read Joe Biden's statement, in case you haven't heard it, and forgive me for having to look away over here. Maybe I'll put it on that camera so at least you see me. My fellow Americans, over the past 3.5 years, we have made great progress as a nation. Today, America has the strongest economy in the world. We've made historic investments in rebuilding our nation, in lowering prescription drug costs for seniors, and in expanding affordable health care to a record number of Americans. We provided critically needed care to 1 million veterans exposed to toxic substances. passed the first gun safety law in 30 years, appointed the first African American woman to the Supreme Court, and passed the most significant climate legislation in the history of the world. America has never been better positioned to lead than we are today. I know none of this could have been done without you, the American people. Together, we overcame a once-in-a-century pandemic and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. We protected and preserved our democracy, and we've revitalized and strengthened our alliances around the world. It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president, and while it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is in the interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term. I will speak to the nation later this week in more detail about my decision. For now, let me express my deepest gratitude to all those who have worked so hard to see me reelected. I want to thank Vice President Kamala Harris for being an extraordinary partner in all of this work, and let me express my heartfelt appreciation to the American people for the faith and trust you have placed in me. I believe today what I always have, that there is nothing America can't do when we do it together. We just have to remember we are the United States of America. I don't think he could have said it any differently, any better.
Mm-hmm. No.
That's the key. The future is in our hands. Always has been. It always has been.
It has. But we still have to be united. We can't start dividing off because we're mad because he's stepping down. We're mad because it might be Kamala that steps up, or it's not this person, or it's not that person. Stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
We need to vote blue. Period.
No matter who it is.
Not lose.
Come November 5th, you're voting blue all the way down the line. That's the only damn way you save this damn country. But I am very happy with the pick of Kamala Harris. I, as a matter of fact, as I said earlier, I can't wait to see that damn debate between Donald Trump and.
But John,
yes, dear.
She hasn't been nominated yet.
No, she has not been nominated. She just got the endorsement. I'm just saying. Yeah, you're right. I'm jumping ahead of myself, maybe a little bit.
Yep.
I'm getting excited, maybe. I want to get excited. I want all of us to get excited. I want all of us to be motivated, regardless of who the pick is. And it is not solidified yet.
Yeah. And this whole throwing other names out there for her VP pick, just forget about that.
Yeah, that's a long time coming yet.
Don't matter.
Please, let me thank Rex Trek, who came in with $5 and said, Harris, Shapiro, Pennsylvania governor, the mission remains the same, voting blue. There you go. That's the message, because I've talked to several people already. Shapiro was one. Kelly is another one down in Arizona, which would I think would be a great pick.
Well, every Democratic governor has been mentioned. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hold on.
Oop.
Let me thank Francie Ryle came in with a $20 donation and said vote blue and thank you Joe Biden. Indeed, we all owe him a debt of gratitude for pulling this nation out of the hole that Donnie dug and threw us into. Thank you.
If it comes off,
That's all right.
It might have too small of a band.
It's all right. I got it. My son delivering my watch back to me, which I have not had in several days, and which I feel absolutely naked without. Oh, my life instantly got better right there. Anyway, thank you, Travis. I appreciate that, son. Anyway, where were we? Let me see. I seen when I first turned this on, I seen Mitch down there. He had his hand up even before we even came on the thing. So, Mitch,
hey,
tell me your thoughts, my friend.
I can't believe the Pirates lost. They won 6 games in a row.
Six games in a row, and then what?
Yeah, they're actually over.
Boy, how does shit?
They're over 500 in July.
Hottest thing in the news, huh?
Well, it's all about what's important to you, John.
That's true. That's true, my friend.
I'm going to remind everybody what we're up against here.
Yeah.
And I am not I've never been the biggest fan of Joe Biden. I considered him to be an adversary in the 90s.
Joe
As a
Biden?
pothead, of course. As a pothead, I consider him an adversary. But I think he's turned that around, and I actually think, under the circumstances, he beat Dick Hole, and
He did.
I think he would beat him again. I don't think that there's going to be too many people defecting from Biden to Trump, and I think most of the new voters are going to vote Democrat. So
I
I
think
think
so.
we're still okay. I
And the
don't. I
lady.
agree with you. I have not heard anything official about Kamala Harris being now the nominee. I think the Democrats have a lot of splaining to do, and I just have a sneaking suspicion that there's something going on that you and I don't know about.
Isn't there
Maybe.
always
Thank
something going on that we don't know about?
Let's hope
And
it's something good.
it's my contention that there's something with Joe Biden that we haven't heard yet. That's the true reason that he's stepping down. I don't think he's just stepping down because we don't think he can win, because we think he can win.
We think
I
he can.
think he's stepping down because I think he honestly doesn't believe he's got another 5 fucking years of this in.
Yeah.
His
I don't
age is
believe
starting to
it.
show.
I don't have 5 years left.
But his mind is still sharp. He doesn't answer as quick as we'd all like him to. But I'll tell you what, Mitch, this whole week, ever since, this whole last week, I have been just about sick of every, and I mean every freaking news station there is, just running every damn video they can of Joe Biden walking up the up the stairs slowly, or pausing coming down, or everything they could do to make him look weak. I've been so pissed off at the news media all freaking week for this shit.
Well, it serves you right for watching the news, John. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
How many
prepared to
times
be
do I gotta
pissed
say-
off more
And you
when they're
say,
all autopsying this decision.
Right.
Yeah.
And you say, oh, but Mitch, I need to see this. Let me tell you something. You don't need to see the news. Because the news is no longer a place where you go to for information.
No.
It has degraded to a place where you go to for entertainment and kind of instantaneous ego fulfillment. It has nothing to do with what's really going on. And this is why people say, oh, fuck CNN. I can't believe after all these. You can't believe after all these years that CNN is out for the money and couldn't give a shit less.
Two shits. They
about
couldn't give two
truth?
shits for it. It is.
CNN cares
And
as
nothing.
much-
Nothing was more visible of that. It was during that debate when both moderators had every opportunity in the world to challenge Donald Trump on everything that came out of his mouth,
But why do you think they didn't? Because
to create the atmosphere.
they were
That's
told to. They were told not to question Trump.
If you're a journalist, how could you not? How could you
It's
not with the
because I'm
bullshit
telling
coming
you,
out
John,
of his
it's
mouth
not-
that night?
It is not journalism. CNN does not practice journalism. The
No.
New York Times does not practice journalism. The
Excuse me.
Washington Post, etc. New York Post, none of it. Journalism is a dead art. You know where they're practicing journalism, John? Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
That's journalism. That's real journalism, and they've been practicing it ever since they've been a magazine. That's
Yep.
good journalism.
I enjoy the Rolling Stone when I get it. I don't often get it though. I should stay up on top of that.
Fucking
Anyway, let
news
me do
features
some
are
catching up real quick, because
Sure.
Batrazi 20 came in with a $5 donation and said, "Go Kamala, Joe trusts her. Let's move forward." That's what we're gonna do, baby. Move forward as a team. Mitch Goldstein, thank you very much, came in with $5 and said, "Kudos to Joe Biden for a fine presidency," and you can't say that enough. And I want to thank Shaking Me Bones, who came in with a very nice donation and said, "I'm voting blue and I fucking love you. And guess what? I love you fucking back. And we're going to march this shit right up back into the White House again." It's going to be a continuation, not a change. And, did I hit? I don't know. Bob K came in with $2 and said, "Unlike Trump, Harris won't pick a moron for vice president." Nothing. Oh, the contrast between, as is being pointed out nowadays, the between anybody on the Democratic side and J.D. Vance. Are you
I
shitting
heard
me?
that the Republicans were none too happy with this election. Is that what you're hearing, John?
What's that? I'm sorry, Mitch.
I'm sorry, John. I said I've heard in circles that the GOP are not too pleased with the pick of J.D. Vance, mostly because his wife is kind of not white.
Yeah, well, that's always a big thing with them, isn't it? And not only
Yeah.
that, you don't have to look too far back to find a lot of quotes from J.D. Vance.
Do you want to know the secret why they picked J.D. Vance?
Why? Pray tell.
You know who his buddy is?
Benefactor.
Who's his big buddy?
Peter Thiel.
Correct.
Peter Sales.
Thiel.
Peter Thiel, German-born businessman.
Thiel, I think is how it's spelled. Thiel.
Forgive me, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
he's
up
the
on-
money man. He's the
Oh,
money
well,
man.
of course he is. Of course he is.
Mhm.
Because that part of my comment earlier was about that distinct divide between the donor class and the voting class. The
Mhm.
donor class gets to punch in all the money to find out who's going to run, and then the voter class gets to decide amongst who they pick, I guess. And it's just irritating sometimes. We have the final voice. It is our decision that puts people in the White House, not the donor class or anybody else. They run a campaign, but we put them there. So we have to be mindful of that we control this. But yeah, it's the new, what was that? Paul Young. He's an Elon Musk type. Is that what he is?
Kind of.
Kinda.
Well, he's Silicon Valley, and I think that's where JD met him
Well, yeah.
when he was
World's
out there.
richest loser, Elon Musk.
Oh, yeah, and then there's him.
Boy, shitty shit. Well, let's see. I do not know some of the people down here that have got their hands up, but let's just go ahead and poke a stick down there and find out who they are. Oh, that's Ed. Ed Beatty Jr. We've had him before.
You know Ed. Hi,
I
Ed.
know Ed. Hello, Ed.
Hey, John.
I'm sorry, but when I hit the button there, all it said was an E. I had to hit the other button to
Hey,
give me
John, can you hear me loud and clear?
I can
Yep.
hear you loud.
Yeah, I noticed it was comedian Tommy Campbell who posted on Facebook with Biden's letter, and I sent it myself, and then I forwarded a post onto the Facebook group Trump haters,
Hey, what's
and
going
it said,
on?
"Ladies and gentlemen, it is official."
Indeed.
And I think it is. I think it's. I think it's. Oh, I think it's a good thing to let Kamala run for Biden, because we are seeing another multiracial president, as but this time as a woman. However, the Trump armies aren't happy, and they're about to. And I was reading an article from the New York Times today, New York Post. They're launching attack ads if Harris runs,
Mm.
and it's not pretty. They say.
No,
The attack ads
but
against
that's
Harris
to be
if she wins?
expected.
Oh, yeah.
They're planning to do attack ads on her soon.
Oh, sure they
Oh,
are.
sure.
Yeah. They're
I
going to
didn't
try
know
to
what your
dig
reaction
anything
would be
they can
today,
out.
John, because of. I didn't know what your reaction would be today on Biden stepping down. Because, well, this could bring the Gen Z and Gen X voters back to vote for Kamala. But now she's got to pick a running mate, and of course the convention coming up soon.
Right. Yeah, there's still a lot of work to do. I did indulge myself. If Kamala Harris is the nominee, if she is going to be the person running for the Democratic ticket, I have every faith in her. As a matter of fact, my thinking is she will, as you said, bring a lot of Gen Zers and younger people into the party. A lot of women, even conservative women, especially given J.D. Vance's stand on women's issues. The guy's a real asshole when you go to looking. Yeah, big time. What did I hear today about him? Oh, shit. Oh, I know what it was. It was about he supports the right of a state. Let's say Texas. All right, you can't get an abortion in Texas, so you go to California. and you have your health issues taken care of there, and you come home, J.D. Vance thinks the state of Texas should be able to go into California, get your medical records, bring them back here to Texas, and prosecute your ass. That's who J.D. Vance is.
Mm-hmm.
He is an asshole
Exactly.
from the word go. You know,
Yeah.
Pretty much the entire Republican Party.
indeed. How are you doing, George?
I'm doing wonderful, John, and it's great to be here with the Blue Dot family. Been trying
Hello,
to
George.
get in for some while, but this, that, and everything getting in the way.
You made
Um,
it.
You made
I
it here,
made
and
it.
that's all that counts, brother. We're glad to have you around the table. You
Thanks,
know, and
I
that's
appreciate
and
it.
that's what
Glad
this
to be
is, a
here.
discussion around the table. Hello, Pauline Hall. I see you in there. Lord have
I
mercy.
find
Yeah,
it
I'll
not
tell you what.
surprising.
Go ahead.
I find it not surprising that Joe came to this decision. It kind of seemed like it was headed in that direction all along. I do appreciate the idea that he endorses Kamala. I think
I
that's
do.
a seamless change, and I think she'll carry the flag just like
I
Joe
think so
did.
too. I think
Yep.
so too. And right now, you know, I'm all on board with Kamala. I don't, you know, I don't know how this Democratic convention is going to go. I hope we don't go into a divided convention. We now is the time that this party needs to rally around whatever candidate is going to be running. And
Absolutely.
even Schiff came out today and endorsed Kamala Harris. A lot of other congressional and senatorial leaders have come out and endorsed Kamala. So I'm right now I'm looking at Kamala Harris being the nominee,
Well,
unless
and
something
doesn't
drastic happens.
it make sense that the whole administration they have in place could stay in place? Not have to get a whole new.
It could, sure. If Kamala Harris were to run and win presidency, then she could retain the staff that's already there,
Man,
or replace whoever she wishes to replace.
That'd be fantastic in itself. It's a brilliant cabinet and staff that they have there.
mm-hmm.
You know, ever since one of our Blue Dots brought up Mark Kelly, and ever since then I've been thinking, yeah, Mark Kelly, that might be a running mate. That could be a damn good running mate. An astronaut, a hero, Arizona. There's a lot of reasons, but
I just heard
husband of
just
Gabby
moments
Giffords,
before
John.
you went live. I heard that Matt got suggested that he would change to the Democratic Party to run against Kamala Harris for the Democratic nomination.
who said that?
Matt Gaetz.
Matt
Oh,
Gates.
What?
Really?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
anybody
Come
would
on
vote
down,
for
Matt.
them.
Let's see how that works out for you.
The day
That's
Matt,
just
yeah,
a-
that will be the day hell freezes over.
That's a
Yeah.
MAGA
My
version of
brain's
a
with the World
joke, is what
Series
that
Yeah, I
is.
think that's got to be a MAGA version of a joke because ain't nobody in the Democratic Party would entertain that thought. He's got his own problems right now. You know, he's to say the
And yet
least.
still, John, Matt Gaetz is still in office.
Matt Gaetz was
over
on the
the
floor
controversy.
of the Republican National Convention along with Marjorie Taylor Greene. It tells you who the Republican Party is, and they're not changing. You know, after the assassination attempt, everybody was thinking, "Oh, maybe Donnie's going to come out with Kumbaya, and we're all going to come together, and he's going to." No, that didn't
No.
happen.
No.
It didn't. It last. What did they say? 12 minutes into his speech at the convention, before he turned it all around and flushed it down the toilet. Because that's who he is. That's what he is. He's not going to change anything. He's
No,
a
he
disgusting,
don't change
lying,
his spot.
felonious piece of shit, draft dodging coward, and he picked a piece of shit for a running mate. This should not be hard for us to do. It
I hate
shouldn't.
I hate it when you hesitate like that, John. It really makes me worry about it.
This should not
John, can I
be.
say something?
Sure, go ahead.
I would be surprised if Kamala picks Beto O'Rourke as his running mate.
Oh, don't tease me.
What?
I like Beto O'Rourke.
Oh,
Beto
no.
O'Rourke. No,
I think
it would be a
good.
long shot, I
it's one of
think,
the many
but not
candidates of the
outside the
candidates.
realm of possibility. You know,
Just saying.
that's we're all going to hold our breath to see who she is thinking. Jerry Watson, Pete Buttigieg, because she could pick as a running mate. You know, there are the
Yeah,
possibilities are pretty much endless right now. What she could do,
Right?
but
Yes,
she's going to
something.
have to make this decision carefully. You know, it has to be
You
a
know
unifying ticket for all of the Democrats. There has to
I
be
just
something
thought
in
of
there for
something,
everybody.
John.
What's that?
Kamala Harris becomes the nominee,
Mm-hmm.
and she is elected president.
Right.
She will be the one overseeing the Senate when they confirm the results of the election.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Unprecedented.
Oh, that's true.
mm.
If she's
Will they
elected,
let her do that though? If she's the one?
she's still in that.
How can
She
they
still
stop
holds
her?
that office.
She's the
That's the
president of the Senate.
Constitution.
So like I said, it's all these things we've never seen before.
So now, with the recent immunity decision in the Supreme Court, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
It's entirely possible that this was the plan. This is the new plan. So we'll see. How
I
can
think
Kamala
this
Harris
has been in the
lose?
work in the works longer than we know than we knew.
Yeah.
This was
But how
already
can she
cut off.
lose if she's in the position of potentially rejecting the results of an election? Think about it.
How could she lose? She can't lose.
Can she
I
lose?
mean, yeah. But I have no doubt in my mind, no matter which way the election went, she would stand up and give the will of the people. She
I
would do
agree.
the same
Yeah.
thing Mike Pence did.
Mm.
We can't go that direction to allow a bunch of idiots in Congress to decide the election for us. Anyway, let me catch up real quick because Cookie Fatty 666 came in with 2 pounds. 2 pounds of money, I'm telling you. And said, vote blue, save the world from Trump the wanker. I love it. And True Seeker came in with $5 and said, Harris, Pet Rock 2024. Pet Rock? That's it.
I think he's more of a grifty, rapey douchebag, but that's okay.
We're gonna see a whole lot of movement here in the next week. This next week. Oh Lord, let me come in. Oh, there you go. Diana Mallory came in with $2 and said Harris O'Rourke. I'm telling you, I like O'Rourke. O'Rourke, I haven't seen him in the news here lately. I don't know what he's been doing. There's a lot of people in Texas want him to run for governor again, want him to run for Senate down here. His touch is not lost down here in Texas, and he was that kind of politician. Beto O'Rourke, very,
For
very
that
some
reason, I think
irony
he would
there.
make a great running mate for that reason.
Exactly.
and probably pull Texas right along with him.
I would think.
Yeah, I'd be fine with
Bernadette
me,
is missing
whatever it
out on
takes.
this.
Huh?
Bernadette is missing out on this, on today's
Bernadette-
news and everything.
Bernadette has taken a little time off, and I can't blame her. This gets to be a little much sometimes.
But this is a big news
But our
day.
hearts are with Bernadette
Joe was-
100%. She's not going anywhere. She's just taking a couple of
But
days
John, can I
off.
add one more thing?
What's that?
It's just when the news about Biden and his age and everything, I was going through the 5 stages of acceptance with denial, grief, depression, bargaining, and acceptance.
Right.
And today, and with today's news, I had to accept what he said in his letter.
Yeah.
If he's not going to run, I just say, let step aside and let Kamala take over and help and try to stop Trump from trying to fulfill the 2025 Project 2025. But what's the worst case scenario that the Heritage Foundation said if Trump loses, there will be Project 2029, which would be the worst case scenario.
Oh, sure. They're not going to give up on their shit. They've just put it out there in the open for everybody to see now. And this election has brought what their plan is to the forefront. And we can all read it. You can all go see. And guess what? J.D. Vance is all behind that shit. J.D. Vance was the Heritage Foundation's pick. That's why Trump picked him. The Heritage Foundation told him to.
Peter
Because
did.
he's all,
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah, he's all in on selling this country out, baby. We are the wall
And I'll
against
tell you
that.
this: there'll be an influx of asylum seekers leaving America.
If Trump gets
I
back
mean, you're
in,
going to have. I mean, not only
we can't let
Canada
that
and Mexico,
happen.
but also Europe, Japan, and Australia is going to see a lot of influx of
Think of the
political
world
asylums.
implications. If Trump were to get
Uh-huh.
back in office, let's just look at that shit. Because we already know, and J.D. Vance has already said, he doesn't give a shit what happens to Ukraine, one way or the other. That was his words. Really? That's who you want? And near our office? No. Get the hell out. They're idiots over there, and they would sell Ukraine out and anybody else. They'd kick NATO in the shins all over again. That's Donnie's whole plan, is to get rid of NATO. Do Putin a favor, because that's where Donnie wants
Start
to be,
World
is
War
up
III,
Putin's
probably.
ass.
They want to open up the whole world just to rape and pillage.
That's it.
Pretty much.
That's it. Take
But
what you
wouldn't
want,
that,
baby.
wouldn't he would lead to World War III? Wouldn't that lead to World War III?
I
If you
don't
want
know.
to do that?
It could very well.
Because you know they'd start fighting amongst themselves.
The NATO alliance is built upon an attack on one, and is attack on all. That's what NATO's alliance means. That means if any one of those NATO nations gets attacked, we go to war, baby. That's what it means.
We're stronger when we're together.
Indeed, Joe. How are you, buddy?
Hello, Joe.
Well, hello everybody. Let me
Hello.
get up on my soapbox. Don't
Get
let
up
me
on
fall
your
down.
soapbox, Joe.
I I am proud of Joe Biden for all he did. I'm more proud
Amen.
now that he's helping us. And Kamala is going to be the president. Now I'm getting ahead of myself. I know.
Go ahead.
Nobody
go ahead.
jump on me. Nobody
Nope.
knock me
No,
off.
go
No
ahead.
jumping. No jumping.
You're good.
And I hope that she picks a running mate that is a woman.
Yes.
And
There's some on the
all-
radar.
yes. And all I can hear in my head, if that scenario comes out, is this song that I got in my head.
What song?
It says, "I am woman, hear me roar." In numbers
Lord.
too
Too big
in
to
numbers
ignore.
too big to ignore.
Yeah.
Because I believe that we are nothing without women.
Indeed,
And
brother.
for the Republicans to try to push women around and push them back into the Stone Age, that pisses me off, because they deserve to stand right beside us, if not ahead of us. Because, like I said, we're nothing without women. I'm so proud of my wife. I'm so proud of the women that I've known, and they without them, I'm nothing. So people vote blue. It don't matter who it is,
It
but
doesn't matter who.
if it's a woman, I'll follow her.
I have every
Thanks for that,
confidence
Joe.
in the world. If Kamala Harris is the pick of this party, that she is more than capable of doing a hell of a damn good job of moving this
Amen.
country forward. I don't have any doubt in anybody in the Democrat. I just lost my damn shit. Are you shitting me?
What?
Just lost my shit. Some of my shit just went down the window. That's all right. I don't need my shit. I'll get rid of this shit so it doesn't distract me.
Oh, I was say, what are you talking about?
Take care of that shit. Anyway, let me catch up here real quick, because Daniel Hackerman came in with a $2 donation and said if Kamala, the VP, should be from a swing, if Kamala, the VP, should be from a swing state. Mark Kelly, I like that idea. I do kind of like Mark Kelly anyway. Wesley Weisman came in with $5 and said, I would pick Liz Cheney. She will stand up against all bullshit. Boy, howdy shit. I would like that. Bring the parties together that way. Silly Bebo came in with $5 and said, if Biden resigns, Kamala becomes... Ooh. If Biden resigns, Kamala becomes the 47th president. That would make Trump's 47 merchandise obsolete. Rolling on the floor, laughing their ass off. Silly Bebo, I like the way your head works. And Peter, came in with a $100 donation and said beer and bowl for Joe. Peter, thank you very much. I'll see what I can do about making that one come true. Anyway, Peter, thank you very much. Thank you all that donate to this show. I appreciate it tremendously. I could go into
Thought I
reasons
had,
why, but it
John,
just
was
make me-
that some of these states, blue states especially, or the swing states, however you want to refer to them,
Right.
have women in position of
Oh,
power, and
Yeah,
I don't think they want
Gretchen
to lose
Whitten
them.
up in who's that? Michigan? Is it Michigan? Michigan?
Absolutely. That's my
Huh?
home.
That's
Yep.
your. Yeah, she's high on the list.
Yep,
She's high
she
on the
is.
list. She's been mentioned. There are a lot of names.
It's been 248 years. I think it's time a woman take a step up and try that shit out.
I'm all with you. It's time
And
the United
doubleheader,
States
let's
had
have
a
two women
female
do it.
president. You know, we're way behind the curve on a lot of countries.
Yep.
And the news was pointing out earlier. Well, you know, a lot of Democrats, I mean Republicans. I'm sorry, a lot of Republicans. They just wouldn't vote for a woman anyway. No shit. They're a
We
bunch
don't
of
care.
assholes.
We want Democrat
not
votes.
news.
We don't,
That's not news.
right?
You know?
I think women do a better job anyway. They don't have a pecker in their way.
Well, there you
Well,
go. There's that.
There's that, and that has come into play several times in the history of our nation. So yeah, no, you know, we almost got there with Hillary. Hillary was going to be the presumptive winner of that race until the last minute bullshit that hit the fan right before the
Yeah, that
election.
pissed everybody off.
Yeah, that pissed everybody off. And guess what happened? We got Donnie the Dick in there. For
Yep.
4 years, he
Exactly.
shit on this nation and tried to rape it for every damn dime he could get. He gave them the biggest tax cut to the wealthiest Americans and then shit on everybody else, and he wants to come back and do it again. So, yeah, this is the time,
Along with
baby.
Project 2025.
I want to.
Yeah.
I want to see him lose. I want to see him lose, and I want to hear him whine and whine.
You know, I'm going to.
Yeah, that
I'm
whining.
afraid you'd have to listen to him whine.
Well, you know, again,
Another
I
4 years.
want to remind everybody that in the grand scheme of things, to Trump, the election results don't matter. We all know that he is going to claim victory. He's going to claim that whoever the Democrat was, they stole it. It was all rigged. It's going to be the same shit all over again. But I don't think
True.
he's going to have as much of a following this time. I
No,
don't
because
think-
he'll be a three-time loser.
Yeah, he'll be a three-time loser, and who wants to tie themselves to that shit?
And he's not. He's
We
not
cannot,
an
and John,
incumbent.
we cannot
So
have
he's
another
not going
Jay
to have.
Spitz again.
Wait a minute, one at a time there. I can't. Go ahead.
Mitch, go ahead.
Yeah, I said Trump will not be the incumbent, so there's not going to be another January 6th. Washington D.C. is going to be locked the fuck down in
Yep.
January
Yes.
of next year.
I believe you're right. They're not going to.
Yeah.
They're not going to take any chances with this shit.
It better
Although I don't think Donnie would send them to the hill again. You know, it's you know, if you listen to the right over there, the bullshit that they post on a lot of places, it's going to be a civil war. There's going to be all sorts. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the worst you're going to see is maybe a couple of incidents around the nation. But I don't think any large group is going to stand up and declare themselves to be some power in this country. No. It's not going to happen. They'll get their ass smacked down is what would happen. I trust in this
Yeah, it's
country.
probably something that'll take place in select cities around the country. and
Not to
stuff,
say there
rather
won't
than
be
having one
problems
giant
around the
rally.
country. I don't think about that shit all the time. You know, I have enough assholes around me who hate me. All they need is a freaking reason. That's who I worry about, because those are the ones in my life. As for my country, I have a whole lot of faith in this country. I know there are more good people. I don't know what happened when Trump got elected. A freaking quirk of nature that put his ass in the White House. But we all saw what he did there. And we can't afford to have that back in our house again. Let me catch up real quick because Anthony Stark came in with $5 Canadian thank you and said, "I'm pretty sure that Trump is freaking out today." Oh, I know it. I'd love to be a fly on that wall. Philip Sorrells came in with $5. Said, "We are new to the Blue Dot family. Keep up the good work." Well, Philip, welcome to the family, baby. Don't be a stranger. Come in and join the conversation if you want. And Raymond Christensen came in with a $2 donation. Raymond, thank you very much. This is our ball game, baby. And speaking of that, Trump pretty well freaking out today. Like I said in my rant earlier today, what do you think a debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump would look like? 'Cause I think I know.
I would speculate it's not going to look good at all because nothing ever looks good when you try and talk to Donald Trump.
Nothing, but I don't think I think she would stand there and call him out for every freaking lie that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah, she wouldn't put up with his bullshit.
She would not put up with his bullshit. She would call him out on it and actually have facts to back up her comments.
And that's what her background is.
Yes, she's a prosecutor, and he's a criminal.
And I don't think they're freaking out because of her being the ones. They think it's actually a bonus because you know how they are about women.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
They think it's going to be easy peasy.
Yeah, they think. I think a lot of people in Kamala Harris's life thought that way about her, and they were wrong. So, again, no matter who it is, this party is what needs to come together. It's a party that's going to win the election.
Yep.
So, whatever comes out
whatever
of that
the picks are, whoever the picks are, we need to go with them.
Whoever comes out of that convention, this party has to be 100% behind them. We have to show up at the polls and make the difference, baby.
I have a question.
What's that, Joe?
Okay. I voted early for Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm.
Does my vote still count? Can I go back and vote?
Well, you haven't voted in the
No, that was just
race.
primaries, Joe.
That was primaries.
Yeah, the primary.
Yeah.
So I can
that
still
vote's
go back.
over. That's yeah.
Okay, so I can go back and vote for whomever our party is.
Whomever they choose is who we're going to be voting for.
I'm going again.
Yep, you are.
I'm telling you. Okay, that answered my question. I said I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. There's too many Republicans in jail.
There you go. I think I screwed up something. I think I fixed it.
You fixed it?
Let me catch up again because Lavender came in with a $10 donation and said so many reasons that Buttigieg would wipe the floor with Vance. Military, Ivy League, millennial, more experience, and unconventional family that challenges expectations on an Obama level of change.
Wow.
Very well said. A lovely person.
Very well said. And Buttigieg would be a good pick. I have faith in him. I don't see anybody on the Democratic side that I have to worry about that she might pick. And let me thank Tamara Harrington, not only for a $10 donation, but for the T-shirt I'm wearing today, because that's who it came from. Oh. And she came in with $10 and said, "Vote blue no matter who." And again, I always want to remind you, and I did today on my, I never think of Tamara Harrington by herself. And it's been years since we lost Connie. But when I opened that box, opened that package, and I saw this shirt, my first thought in my head, well, that's Tamara and Connie. So this family is anyway, it's a bunch of mushy shit. Anyway, did I hit that?
I don't know.
Mushy shit right now. Anyway, Tamara, thank you very much, and thank you for being who you are. This family is full of people like that. Full of it.
Yeah. Do you have a few more to call
full of it.
Oh.
At times. Anyway, what happened? We lost Bill? Did we lose Bill? Yep, we did. I got
maybe.
Bill down with his. There's a Bill R.
Lord, we lost George too. Damn. My sister.
He'll be coming.
He'll be coming. There you go. There, we got George and Bill back. Well, where do we go? Where do we go from here, people? What's up? Where are we going to take this party?
Up
Hey,
all
John,
the way.
I'll tell
I'll
you
take
where.
the-
Straight to the White House,
The
baby.
White House.
We're going to stay in
Absolutely.
the White House.
We don't have a
That's
choice at this
We
point.
do not. We do
It's
not. And we
it's
saw
it's a
that.
matter of saving democracy at this time.
We saw that at the Republican National Convention. We saw that in his parting little speech there. He hasn't changed a shitting thing.
Well, he was up in Grand Rapids yesterday, Grand Rapids, Michigan, and the same crap. It's like it's on a tape loop or something.
Yeah.
And he just kept coming with the same delusional stuff, and an hour and 50 minutes or something like that, and people were literally getting up and walking out.
Well,
At the,
you know, George, George, right after he was supposedly shot at. The next time that you saw him on TV, did you see how calm he was? You know
Good
why?
drugs.
They
Yeah, good
drugged him
drugs.
up.
They had him
He was
drugged up, yes.
he had a smile
Uh,
all during the
Look at
thing,
there.
and just I said, this dude is high as a kite.
I just got my receipt for my
Probably borrowed the drugs
$25
from his son.
donation to
Yeah.
Act Blue today. To
Him
Joe
and Donnie
Biden,
Jr.
which is
in the
now
back
going
room.
to Kamala Harris. Huh?
Him and Donnie Jr. spending some
Oh,
family
they
time
all
in
got
back room.
every one of them have their panties in a wad right now. They were all prepared to go up against Donald Trump. I don't think they know what to do now. You know, I think they're just going to be grabbing their asses. They're going to stick with the same bullshit line that Trump's had this whole time. Ain't nothing going to change over there. Now they got J.D. Vance, and boy, howdy shit, that man's just a big-ass target as far as I can see. Everything from his swap from Donnie's the American Hitler to now he wants to climb up Donnie's ass. The way he's spoken about women and their rights in this country, J.D. Vance ain't got a chance in hell. Donnie picked him because he's pretty. Let me thank Mage Prime Stem Realm came in with $5, said Biden should use his executive power to enact the Floyd crime bill, Lewis voting rights bill, and expand the SCOTUS and protect abortion rights. Hey, I'm on board with all of that shit. It's going out the door anyway. Let's make a big boom before we hit it. And Maud Day came in with a $20 donation and said, stay together. There's the key. We win if we stay together. If this party votes as one, we win.
Do not divide.
Do not divide. And not everybody's going to be happy with the pick. Well, whoever it is. Not
doesn't
everybody's
matter.
going to go kumbaya and think that's it. But we have to do what's best for this country. That's what Joe Biden is doing right now.
We're not
Joe
playing
Biden
baseball
is-
here, people.
No.
We're fighting for democracy.
That's it. That's it. And every vote
We can all
counts.
agree
Every
to
vote
disagree.
matters. We can disagree on a lot of things.
Yes, but let's stay together.
We have to vote as one. This party has to be one. There's no other way that this ball game is won. Unless we vote as one, we act as one. We stand up. What happened?
We gotta shove Trump right out the door.
For the last time. Let's do it one more time. There it is. And tell him once and for all.
I just need you to shut the
The
fuck up, cause
fuck
nobody asked you,
Nobody
bitch.
asked you, bitch.
I
Get
need
out
you
of
to
here.
shut the
J.D.
fuck up,
Vance,
bitch. Shut
what
the
you
fuck
got?
up, bitch. Shut the
Tell
fuck
him
up,
to
bitch.
shut the
fuck up,
fuck up,
bitch.
too.
Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow,
They're
bow,
counting
shut
on-
the fuck up.
on the
Shut
ignorance of
fuck
this
up.
nation
Bow, bow, shut the
to
fuck
vote
up.
them
Shut
in.
the fuck up. Bow, bow.
We're not ignorant.
Oh Lord,
Thank you,
You-
Barrett
What was Steve
Newsom
Bannon's
endorsed
reaction to
Kamala
this?
I
Harris.
love that.
I love it. I love it. Oh, wait a minute. I got to
John?
catch up again because Raymond Christensen came in with a $2 donation and said we could get 8 more if Kamala wins. Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That'd be eight. Yeah, that'd be
Neener,
that'd be,
neener, neener.
Yeah, that's right. Neener. 4 years as vice president, 8 years as president. Works for me, baby. It works for me because I know what direction she wants to take this
John?
country in. Yes.
Oop.
Huh?
Now, I want to ask you a question. What do you
What?
think Steve Bannon's reaction is to today's news?
You
Now
mean
that he's
after he
in prison?
unpuckered his ass? Or whatever was happening to his ass at the moment? He heard.
Maybe.
I bet he puckered it up just a little bit. I bet he did. Because they were counting on running up against a feeble old man. That's where they were trying to sell him as. And what did one lady say? I don't care if Joe Biden would have come out there on a ventilator. I would have voted for Joe Biden. Some lady said before Joe stepped down. Hey, let me thank Stephanie Dean, who came in with a $5 donation. Stephanie, thank you very much. Shermaine Owens came in with $5. Thank you very much. And Bob K came in with $5 and said, if Biden is not fit to run for president, he is not fit to serve as president. He must resign the office immediately. Speaker Mike Johnson. That's what Mike Johnson's got to say. Hey, Mike, shove it up your ass. And oh, by the way, Mike Johnson, you too. Shut the fuck up. There's another example of what the Republican Party wants to do. That guy, who is nothing but it. They're full of assholes. How come everything in the Republican Party is Marjorie Taylor Greene, Matt Gaetz, this guy? Shit.
Now I need to know where to purchase that song.
I don't know where you can purchase it. It was given to me by
Yeah, not up there to be purchased.
by a fellow, God damn it, Tim Cormall, who has a show every week on the Tim Cormall show. He's the one that gave it to me. Oh wait, I was supposed to send that to somebody. Jesus, y'all just gonna have to forgive my memory here lately. It has not been up to par. There's a lot of shit dancing around up in my head.
Maybe it was Sisyphus.
Maybe it was Sisyphus. Somebody asked me. I might have to go back to the video to find out who that was. Somebody wanted the copy of that song.
Yes.
Now I can't
Yes, I was
remember.
at Ace Hardware the other day and I heard a trumper trumping, and that would have been perfect to just put it out on my phone speaker and
Oh,
let them have it.
Every time I pass one of them places, it's got Trump flags out there. But I have been warned already. My wife will leave me if I do it one more time. You're just asking to get your ass kicked. Yeah, I don't see anybody out there that was big enough to do it yet. So
And you know what I say, John?
what?
That's what my wife tells me. You're gonna get your ass kicked, and I said two things gotta happen before that happens.
What's
And
that?
she says, "What?" I said, "First they gotta catch me, then they gotta hold me." They'll be so worn out chasing after me that they won't have the strength to beat me up.
Well, I just work on the old theory. Anytime you get in a fight, you're scared. When I'm scared, I'm fucking dangerous because I don't give a fuck what happens. I'm scared. I don't want you to hurt me. I'm going to hurt your ass. That's what's going to happen. Anyway,
Oh, Lordy.
that's the way it always works out. Nobody wants that shit, but we will.
Oh, yes.
We will fight for this country.
Oh, yes.
We're going to do our fighting in the ballot box, baby. That's where it belongs. That's where it needs to be. Now, you can bet your
now we're
ass
civilians.
Donnie and his gang are going to try to bring that outside of the ballot box in any form they can. We have to
Did
be
you
ready for
hear,
that.
John?
What?
Did you hear the other day that idiot he called Zelensky over in Ukraine to talk to him? What the hell
Trump?
business is he got doing that?
Yeah, Trump, he's trying to stick his foot in there. Zelensky took his call. Zelensky was gracious, but don't think for a minute. And J.D. Vance the same way, the whole damn ticket. You let them get in, they're going to turn their back on Ukraine. They're going to turn their back on Poland. They're going to turn their back on the Baltic states. They're going to hand the Soviet Union back over to Putin because Donnie's biggest dream in life, I guess, is to kiss Putin's ass enough to get a Trump Tower in Moscow. Maybe have one over in North Korea, too. Who knows where it could go? Because you don't have to look to find out who Donald Trump's supporters are. It's Putin. It's Kim Jong-un. It's that guy who's that guy in Turkey. Just met with Donnie the other day. That's a NATO nation.
Maybe Putin would give him a big fart.
That's what. Don't think for a minute that's exactly where Donald Trump wants to go with this. We saw in his first term, as president, go around and kick NATO in the knees. He described it as, I'm getting them to pay up. No, that was extortion is what it was. That's extortion. And Donnie would just as well kick them all in the teeth and throw them all to Putin. Not only the stability of the United States, it's the stability of the world. It was Hungary, John. Thank you, Just. It wasn't Turkey, it was Hungary. And Viktor Orban?
Viktor
Is that the
Orban's
guy?
Hungary.
There you go. Just came back. It was Orban. Yeah, Viktor Orban of Hungary, who is an authoritarian leader.
Frankenstein leader.
That's
hey,
the
man.
people Donnie gets along with. You don't see any big headlines about Donnie ever getting along with the president of France or Great Britain or Italy. Any of them. Pick one.
Mm-hmm.
No, he
Nope,
got along
gets
with
along
Putin.
with
He got along with Kim
Putin.
Jong. Yes.
Yeah.
His hero. We all watched him kiss
Orban.
Putin's ass on the world stage in Helsinki. Right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. So I have no doubt where my loyalties lie. They lie with my country the way they always have. And nowadays, that's with the Democratic Party, baby, because I don't know what happened to the Republicans in this nation. The conservatives of this nation. Really? You went off the deep end, off of a cliff for a piece of shit liar, a draft dodger, a coward, a thief, a convicted rapist, or sexual predator, whatever you want to call his ass. We've never had somebody running for high office that had his kind of record for all the scams he's pulled all his life over the American people. Trump University, Trump Steaks, Trump Water. It didn't matter what it was. He'd stick his name on it and claim it's the best in the world. And he's still doing it. Every speech he gives, nobody ever knows. Nobody's ever heard of the great things I've done. I'm so great, it's never been. It's a bunch of bullshit. The only people that believe it is him. And maybe, I don't know, Steve Miller. I don't know.
This narcissistic grandioso.
Let me thank Keith Thompson. That Marine came in with $2 and said, Harris Buttigieg. Hey, picking up steam. And Wesley Wiseman came back with $5 again and said the Trumplicans will holler Kamala coming after your guns. All they got. Oh yeah, they're going to use whatever. She's going to come after your gun. She's coming after. Or she's going to turn your kids gay. I don't know what they're going to come out. They're going to have to pull shit out of their ass real quick too.
They've been doing that all along.
All along anyway.
Nothing
Just
new.
whatever hateful shit they can think of is what they're gonna pull out of their butt and throw out there, because that's all they have ever had. Hate. Their elections have never been anything but division since Donald Trump came on the scene. Ever since then, the Republican Party, their message is not one of unity and bringing this country together and fighting for a future for all of us. No, their message has always been, their guy sucks. Look at that guy sucks. That guy sucks. He sucks. No, our guy's doing great, baby. Great. He'll go down in history a whole lot higher up on the ranks than Donald Trump ever did. Donald Trump, as a matter of fact, at his last rally, he's saying, oh, if you took the worst 10 of the Joe Biden's worst of all. No, it's already been determined. Guess who lost? Your ass, Donnie. You're the worst there was in our whole history of people.
John?
Who should have. Yes.
I want to have to bid you adieu. My house is filled up with kids and
I hear that.
and grandkids.
Hang on, brother. That's all I can tell you. Hang on. Have a good
But
time.
I've had a good time, and I think a Bill Joe or something like that wants to get on.
I
I'm
see
gonna
that
let y'all
down there.
do
I
that.
just now seen that. We're going to get Bill and
So-
Dank Brandon up here both. Well,
And
Joe, thank you for
that-
coming in, brother. I appreciate it tremendously. Tell Maria I send my best.
That's right. I sure will. You guys
All
have
right,
a good
brother.
one.
Take care of yourself.
I'm going to head out also.
And let me. Oh, you're going to go too?
Good night, Ed.
Ed?
Yeah, you hear me?
I
Yep.
did, Ed. Thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate
Yeah, I'll
the shit
say
out of it.
goodnight to you, but wanted to say it's going to be major headlines Monday all
Indeed.
over the news. Again, good night to you all.
Good night, Ed.
Good night.
Hey,
Take
Ed,
care of
Night,
yourself.
everybody.
And before we bring everybody in, let me thank Louis Russo, who came in with $5 and said, this makes Trump the oldest nominee in U.S. history. I think he should step down for being too old. Hey,
Yeah, I think he's too old.
I think you got
Yeah,
something, Lois. He should step down. He's just too old. He's just too old. You know
he's
how
too
old
old.
people are. Anyway, Kay Allen came in. Bless your heart, Kay. Thank you for still being there, baby. And for $20 said, "Give me room to get over my disappointment." Oh Lordy, this is going to be it. Kay, I have no doubt in your loyalties, baby, whatsoever. Kay lives in the heart of it, baby. She's out there. When you see protesters out there in the mall and stuff, people standing up for stuff, you bet your ass Kay's probably right there. Anyway, Bill Jones.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Bill. How about you?
Well, like everybody else, by the way, the first thing I have 3 or 4 things quickly I want to say. One is Happy National Ice Cream Day.
National Ice Cream Day. Well, I
Yes.
did not know that.
Yes,
Well,
it is.
shit.
National Ice Cream Day, July 21st. And Joe Biden loved ice cream, so hey, you know.
It's a good thing I keep emergency ice cream in my freezer for just moments just like this.
You can check it out and Google it. July 21st today is National Ice Cream Day. That's important.
Oh, boy, howdy shit. What happened?
There.
Bill, I'm having a little hard time hearing you, buddy.
Okay, let me try this. How's that?
A little bit better?
Okay. I heard a couple of things in the chat that I wanted to speak out on. Number one, the vice presidential pick is very. And I know people have some favorites. I heard Buttigieg and others, but in reality, you have to remember that stuff is going to be up to the delegates. And I can tell you from my own past, every year, I can tell you that they are probably looking at a Democrat from a swing state. That kind of narrows the field down.
That's true. That's true. They'll probably look at somebody from a state that's on the cusp.
Yeah. Some of the names that I've heard in the Democratic chatter are Josh Shapiro in Pennsylvania, Mr. Evers out of Wisconsin, Governor Cooper in East Carolina, there are several prominent Democrats in swing states that would benefit this area. So we'll see.
Yeah.
The other notion that I heard was that the delegates may pick somebody else. Let me put this to bed real quick. No, they won't.
I don't think so.
Two
I don't think so.
reasons. One, she is the number two. She is the vice president of the United States. Okay? Number two, the Biden-Harris ticket has $270 million as we speak in the bank.
Biden
If they give it,
Harris.
if they give it to somebody else, that money is gone. FEC regulation. So,
Yeah.
be very careful. The other thing, borrow USC and this that with somebody else other than that would be monumental suicide.
Well, that's what I don't want to see at our convention. I don't want to see a division. We need to have a unified front at that convention.
Yeah, we don't need a shit show like they have. Oh my God, we don't need that.
No.
So it's time to unify and go on. And as you know, here, one of the blue down, the first joined your team not long after you started your rant. So I think you started around for the late 2016. I became a member in February 2017. So I've been around a long time, seen a lot of people come and go. I've done on two senatorial campaigns. I've been on Democratic committees. I was chair for 2 years here.
You've done the work.
I know the system, but here's my overall opinion. I think in the days to come, not tomorrow, maybe in a week or two, but definitely before the convention, I think you're going to see a boost in the polls and a big blast of energy in the Democratic Party. Because now the old man is Donald Trump. So,
yeah. That discussion is
And I
gone.
would,
And
yeah,
have
and I
no
would
doubt,
love.
I'm still 100% behind Joe Biden. Joe Biden was a
Oh
fantastic
yeah, me
president. He
too.
moved this country
Oh,
forward. We should hold
and
him
he's
up
going to
as an
be,
example.
and he's going to be a what he can do is presidential. That's a good.
Bill, I think we're losing you, buddy.
Oh, let me do
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
How about
You're
that?
back.
There
That's
we
better.
go.
There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah. I got big problems, and I kind of hit my volume right like that. Anyway, I walk around with my brass on floor. We can do this. I think
We
it's
can do
also
this.
going to bring out a lot of youth. The
I
youth
do
is
too.
going to youth is going to come out big time. And remember that she's not only a veteran, but she's a person of color. Her father is from the Dominican Republic, a well-known attorney for years, and her mother is an Indian scientist. I think she's going to draw a lot of votes. And if she puts well for a VP, I mean, come on. This is American versus dictatorship, guys. It's that simple.
Indeed.
So,
Indeed.
my parting words are get on board and make a difference. It's one
There
thing
you go.
it's one thing to talk on the show and rising up, and I'm a couple weeks down. I'm on the road again 2 weeks in September, 2 weeks in October, and it's all about pro-democracy and getting this done.
In the words of
We
Just
cannot
Coggins,
afford.
Joe started it. Camilla will finish the job.
Yeah, and she's a good person. This lady, I mean,
She is.
I can't wait for this. Number one, she was a prosecuting attorney. Then
There
she
you
was the
go.
district attorney. She was district attorney for the city of San Francisco. Then
Yeah.
she was the attorney general of California.
Oh,
Then
she's a
she was
prosecutor,
U.S.
baby.
manager. Yeah.
She's a prosecutor. She knows her shit.
Can you imagine that debate? A prosecutor versus a felon. Oh my God, I want to. Let's go see.
Yeah. Anyway, let me catch up real quick. I got a couple of things to catch up on because, let me see. Norman, I'm going to mess this up, Norman. Fujoko came in with a $10 donation and said, Trump and Vance are shaking in their boots. You know they are. And Ron Holmes came in with $10 and said, my hope for 2024, more beer, more Bud, and more Blue Dot family. Thank you, Joe Biden. Indeed, we're going to keep that promise. Alan Roberts came in with $10 from all the way from Canada and said, holy shit, never a dull moment in the USA. Obama and Pelosi didn't back Kamala. What's next? They have not yet. Bill and Hillary Clinton came out and endorsed Kamala Harris. Pelosi put out a statement about Joe but did not commit to anything yet. There are several people still holding out, but I think they're going to come around. I think they're going to get there.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Anyway, I'll let you go, John.
All right,
Well,
Bill,
guys-
thank you for coming in. I appreciate it, partner. I know you're going to stay in the fight.
You know that. I'm on the road again for 2 weeks.
I
and
know
then 2
you are,
more
brother.
weeks. So
We're all with you.
I'm hanging out. In case you all didn't know, I'm hanging up my stuff after the election, guys. Which is it. I'm only 70.
It taxes the system, doesn't it, Bill?
I've been
Yes,
doing
it does.
this right out of high school.
But the
It's
fight is
time
worth
to-
every bit of it. Anyway,
it's time to
Bill,
go play.
take care of yourself.
Yep, get involved, call your Democratic Party, and do something. Knock on doors, make phone calls, whatever you can, guys.
Whatever it takes, baby. That's what we do. Whatever
All
it
right.
takes. Bill, take
Talk to
care of
you later.
yourself. Thank you for coming by.
You too, brother. Be safe.
All right. And let me thank Janet Du Bois, who came in with $5, said Trump said he was only running because Biden was. Maybe he'll step down now. I didn't hit that good. There.
Wouldn't that be a treat?
That would be a treat if he just got shaking his bones so much he had to step down. You know that they're worried about this. This was not what they were expecting. They thought Joe was going to be in there to the end. We all did. And, oh, Lord, I missed a few here. Let me thank, oh, Lord, Daniel Hackelman, who came in with $2 and said, I laugh when I see the donkey sniffing new subs. We've got a lot of new subscribers tonight. I want to point that out, too. We have had a high number of new subscribers tonight. This family is growing, and it's going to continue to grow because These people are worried about their nation. They're concerned in their nation. They want to be involved in this. That's why anybody is in this group. It's because you're concerned about this. And we need to make sure we make a difference. We are the difference between what they put up and what we need. So we're going to be there, baby. I have no doubt.
John,
Yes, sir.
I'm waiting to see if Kamala does get the debate idiot. I'm waiting to see her mop the floor with him.
Oh man, if she debates him, come on. They ought to put that on pay-per-view because it's going to be one hell of a fight. Dank Brandon, are you in here, buddy?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Yeah, I highly doubt there's going to be any debate.
I'm thinking the same thing. He's going to
he's-
find some excuse to get out of it. I agree to debate Biden.
It'll be some stupid shit like that, stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
As far as the money, it's supposed to only be able to go to Kamala and whoever she chooses. However, I'm pretty sure they are able to transfer all of that to
to whoever the
Super PAC.
Democratic nominee will be.
Well, no, they wouldn't be able to do it to whoever the Democratic nominee would be. If it's not Kamala Harris, they would have to send all that money back to the donors. Donors would then be able to send in all that money back to Kamala. But I think there might be a way that they'd be able to put it into a super PAC. So Kamala would be raising money, and then there would be Biden's old war chest in a super PAC that would be able to run ads and do things that's not coordinating with.
Well, today
the campaign.
I made a donation today, $25 donation to Act Blue. I got a notice from Joe Biden or from the Democratic Party that any donations given to the Joe Biden campaign is the Biden-Harris campaign, and that money will go to Harris. That's what my receipt said, that money was going to the Harris campaign, and the money that has been raised by Act Blue for the Biden-Harris team will now go to Harris. That's what I understand it to be.
Yeah, I think as far as anyone that she chooses to be her running mate, it's gonna wind up having to be Gretchen Whitmer or something to try and shore up Michigan.
And she has, her name has come up.
Yeah, Andy Bashir would probably be good because he's real good.
Pennsylvania.
Winning in Kentucky.
Good Kentucky, that's right. Andy Bashir's in Kentucky. Who am I thinking about in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Shapiro, I think.
Shapiro, yeah, that's his name.
Yeah. Names, baby.
What we need to do for our DNC is not try to fill it out with a whole bunch of celebrities and just have a regular DNC, have young people come up to talk, but all of them be our young Democrats, AOC, things like that. But we don't need to have some spectacle like Hulk Hogan ripping his damn shirt off.
Are you
on
shitting
TV.
me? Did you see that? Give me a break. That's who they are, though. That's
You
who
mean you
they
don't want
are.
it to look like a frat house?
I don't want it looking like a frat house. Yeah, I seen that. I
don't
about
want it
died
to
laughing when I seen that shit. That's
Yeah,
just,
I would rather it not look like the home for infinite losers from Dragon Ball Z.
yeah. That would be great. Let's see. Aussie Dave, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm with you guys. How are you going?
Doing
How
fine.
you going?
What's the thought from down under?
Well, it was a bit like, it's to be expected. We knew it was coming, that sort of thing. But basically, the bottom line is, it's a positive feeling. Everyone loved Joe Biden, but they did know that he had issues, just as much as Donnie has issues in respect of age and cognitive issues. But we'd all love to see Joe, at the debate, if he had to just turn around and snap back and responded to Trump's questions that's a lie. and all that stuff. I mean, we wouldn't be here, but they still. I have faith, and I think the world has faith in Camilla. She's been the BP, like the quieter achiever. She's been very quiet, but achieved a lot. She's taken no limelight from Joe because she has no ego, and which is very important. You don't need a president
Her
with an
being in the
ego.
limelight was never the, her thing.
But
anyway.
what's going to divide you at the moment with Camilla? You said earlier on. I mean, I hope we have a unified convention. Well, the only thing that's going to make it ununified is the media with propaganda. They will attack her now. The right media, which is 90% of the media. They're going to try and divide you guys. They're going to try and make it look like the Democrats are
because
happy
it's got to be entertainment, baby. They got to keep the entertainment value going.
It's got to be Trump. I mean,
scare your ass.
Look at the RNC. I mean, I had to laugh. I couldn't watch it because the speeches offend me. The lies offend me. Constant. It was like with all these guests up there. I was like, how you got Comic-Con. Well, this is Crimicon. It was all criminals up there,
Yes, it was a who's who of the assholes of the Republican Party. Up there speaking.
They are a criminal enterprise. They're not a political party.
What they are.
They are
what they
a criminal
are,
enterprise.
They're not in this for the American people. They're in for money and power. And you can see how fast they sell their ideals out. And J.D. Vance, a prime example. Went from Hitler, from America's Hitler to, let me be your VP. Let me kiss your ass in front of God and everybody. That's what happened. It's disgusting.
And if they do that within their own party, what are they going to do to the American people who don't know what they're doing behind their back? That you elect the Republicans, or
they put it on paper.
They'll rob you blind. They'll rob you blind. There's been a lot of people on this. I've mentioned this website before. And I think a lot of Blue Dots do look at the videos from there. Is the Republicans against Donald Trump? It's where they get on there and they all speak for 60 seconds. That has gone nuts in the last 24 hours. But I think a lot of, even on the Republican side, those people are feeling more relaxed, having a younger, and whatever I say here is no dispersion on Biden, but everyone's feeling relaxed. We have a younger person representing the good part of America and the good parts of people, versus evil. Now, there'll be no debate between Trump and Camilla, I can tell you right now, because he will not want to debate her, because it would be like a cross-examination. She would expose him like she's exposing a criminal in court.
That's what I mean. I want to see a debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. I would love to see that, because you're right. She'd put his ass on trial right there.
Yep.
So, hey, let me catch up real quick. Let me thank Cricket Pie, who came in with a $20 donation and said, Biden has done an excellent job leading our country. I have even more respect for him today after his decision to do what is best for our country rather than what Trump would do, which is only and always what's best for himself. That's right. Joe Biden, there was so much going on that Joe Biden did look at this and say this was the right thing to do, not only maybe for him, but for the country and for our party. Because the threat is Donald Trump. That's the threat. It's not a popularity just to see if he could be president. The stakes are too damn high for this game, and that's how come we have to be blue. And let me thank Bob K, who came in and said Trump's a coward. He won't debate Harris. I'm right there with you, Bob. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate the shit out of that. Yeah, I really have my serious doubts if he's going to debate Kamala, because look at the last debate.
Scared of her, probably.
Huh?
I said he's scared of her.
I think he is.
Of course she's going to be scared of her.
But
she's got a memory. She's going to remember everything he's done, and she's going to bring it up. And she's going to make him look like the reason his lawyers do not want him to be on the stand in any case, he will just lie, and she'll expose him for every lie.
I think she would call him out for every lie he tries to get away with on that stage.
You know what I see? when I look at these friggin' Trump supporters, the MAGA nutters that you see interviewed by the Young Turks and all that, and the good liars, I see glow sticks. I don't know if you see them, but I see glow sticks. You know those glow sticks that glow in the dark and all that?
Yeah.
Because they're like, when you look at them, you want to crack them, shake the fuck out of them until light comes on. You know?
That's next. That's pretty good, Dave. I hadn't heard that. That's pretty good. Snap them, shake them until their damn brain lights up. That's what you feel like they need them. That you just want to slap the shit out of them. Are you stupid? Listen to that man every time he talks. You know, every time you listen to Trump, there's a reason not to like that guy. There's a reason to figure out this guy's an idiot. He just rambles. Look at his speech the other day. 90 minutes. 93 minutes to be exact, they said. Of bullshit. Of rambling on. Of made up bullshit stories or something to keep the crowd entertained. I think he lost half the crowd before he got done.
By the way,
I'm going to go ahead and roll.
Are you?
I'm going to go ahead and roll. Y'all have a good one. Anyone that wants a laugh, go watch Weird Al's new video on YouTube. Polkamania. Yeah. It's hilarious.
Outstanding. I'll probably check it out. I like the guy. Thank Brandon. Thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Right. We'll pick on one more.
I want to warn people in Ohio. I don't know if you realise, but I just seen on the Midas Touch the last few hours. Apparently, they have removed 160,000 voters' names off the registrations.
That's why.
And you better check it. You better
That's
check
why
if you're
we tell you
registered.
all the time, make sure your registration is up to date. Because the Republican Party is trying to purge a lot of voters off the rolls. And if you don't know it, you show up on voting day, sure, you're going to be able to vote. You get a provisional ballot. We'll count your vote later. We don't need that shit. So make sure you are up to date no matter where you live. And it doesn't take much. You can do it online. Check your registration. Make sure that everything is good to go. That when voting day shows up, baby, you are too. Because we need your help.
You're voting.
All of them.
You're not voting for a person here. You're voting for your future.
You're working.
This is real.
This is real. This is
real.
Most consequential election of our lifetime. I'm 71 years old. I thought Nixon and all that shit. Oh, we went through Bill Clinton. All that's scandal shit. We've been through Reagan. We've been through a lot of shit. Nothing has challenged our democracy more than Donald Trump has. Never in our lifetime have we had a madman try to ascend to a throne, and he's already told us what he's going to do on his second time. The Heritage Foundation laid it out black and white for you to go read.
He's denied it, though. He doesn't know anything about it, John.
He doesn't know. I don't know anything about it. I just happened to pick J.D. Vance, who is the Heritage Foundation's man. They're the ones that put J.D. Vance up for him. It's the people that wrote Project 2025, and J.D. Vance is all on board with it, baby. All on board with it. You just have to look at the man's freaking own words to know that. Hey, let me think. Sick Chick 71 came in with a $2 donation. Sick Chick, thank you very much, baby. I appreciate it tremendously. Wow, time has flown today.
John, I'm gonna.
Hey, it's flying by.
Adam, how in the hell are you?
Well, you know, I'm doing all right. It's a decent day here. Spirits are uplifted. Blue party's rejuvenated.
We are.
Yeah, you know, old shits and pants has probably got 2 layers of depends on, you know.
Hey, you know what we need? We need that old Obama saying. Fired up, ready to go. Fired up and ready to go, baby. Take Obama's words, baby. Fired up and ready to go. That's what this party has to be.
Yep.
We have to be. Anyway, Adam, always a pleasure to hear your voice, buddy.
Yeah, good to hear you guys too. I mean, it's a really tough day. I mean, Joe did a real selfless thing by what he did, and
He did.
And
indeed.
he's just,
Yes, it was.
you know,
Yes, it was.
he's just been a great president all the way around, and he still has 3.5
He
months
did what
to go.
was necessary
So,
for the country
you know,
to move by.
he has 3.5 months to go, basically until January. So it's kind of like 6 months to go. But now he can focus on being the president instead of trying to, you know, trying to do
He's
too
not going
much
to be out
for
on the
him.
campaign. Well, he'll be campaigning
Exactly.
with Kamala.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, he'll
but
be
he's going to finish
campaigning,
up
but he won't-
whatever he can while he's still
Exactly.
president to continue
Exactly.
his own
And Kamala
legacy.
can
So, yeah.
focus on that. And, you know, whoever they pick, it shouldn't even matter at all. It could be any number of excellent, excellent Democrats because
A
you
lot
know,
of
they
them have
just.
been discussed tonight.
Exactly.
There are a
exactly.
lot of
I wouldn't even
possibilities
mind
that
it.
this.
I wouldn't mind it if Biden was the VP. I say they just switch jobs.
Switch places?
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen, but
No, I don't think
but I
it would
think we
happen,
have a
but
lot of
yay, why not?
possibilities. There are several on my mind that I think I'd like.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
And one of them is
Lots
Kelly
of
down
them.
in Arizona. I kind of like that guy.
Yep.
I think he'd be a good VP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we're
agree.
gonna see.
absolutely, absolutely.
You know,
That was a good thought,
Raskin,
Adam.
you
That was
know.
a good thought.
Jamie Raskin
Yeah,
would
yeah.
be Jamie
It's kind of a
Raskin would be
decent
ideal.
thought coming from Chung over here.
what's
But
that?
I agree with the fact that Jamie Raskin would be a great.
Oh.
Not that I don't think he wants to run, but you know he would be a shoo-in. Raskin is
Oh,
loved by
yeah.
all.
I think he demonstrated what he was on the commission when he was on there.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Anyway.
mean, there's just any number of them that would just easily be able to
Well,
fill
that's
the
what the
shoes
discussion
better
is
than
going to
JD
be for the
Vance.
next 3 months, baby.
Yep.
Until we get to the convention. What the convention's in November, right?
Yep.
November. I can't remember.
No,
the
the
date.
convention's in like 2 weeks.
Oh, what am I thinking of then?
The voting is
There
November.
ain't no telling.
He's got election on his
I'm
mind.
lucky if I could remember yesterday and remember what I got to do tomorrow right now.
All right.
I'm just hoping for one good day at a time, baby. That's where my life
Absolutely.
is right
Yeah, like was said earlier, it is ice cream day today, and Joe loves his ice
Well,
cream.
shit,
So
now after the show, I'm going to
I
have to go
hope
in there
he-
and eat some
I
ice cream.
hope he's
Damn.
enjoying it.
It's a good thing I keep emergency ice cream on tap.
You bet. Same here. And
I
the
guess we
blueberries on tap.
And the blueberries. Gotta
Oh
eat your
yeah, you can
blueberries.
even put those on ice cream today.
And fellows that don't know, Adam's a big blueberry pusher, baby.
I
Anyway,
tell you what, give them to
Huh?
give them to every maggot out there, and they'll turn blue one way or another.
one way or the other, baby.
Yep.
At least they'll have blue on their fingers when they go in there. Hey,
Yeah.
let me thank Daniel Hackerman, who came back with another $2 and said the news corporate better not put Biden's term. The news corporate better not put Biden's term. I don't know if I'm not reading that right away. I'm not getting. News
I think what they're trying to say is that they
Yes.
hope that the media does not destroy Biden's good name and reports on the fact he's done a good job.
He's done an excellent
Exactly.
job.
Excellent job. One of the best
But
presidents
what makes
ever.
me think the news isn't going to say that? Yeah. I
Oh,
heard
who
that.
are they owned
What
by?
news you watch.
Yeah.
Depends what
that
news
side.
you watch. It's got,
I
if you
think-
go watch Newsmax, or Fox, Biden done a terrible job. But
I'm
if you
down to
watch the honest
MSNBC.
nations-
And I was really pissed off at them
Every
here
time.
lately. They're running the same damn video up and down, up and down, up and down. Shit.
Yep.
Again, get
No
ready
matter
for
where-
the media to do an autopsy on
Yes.
everything.
On everything.
Oh, yes.
You'll be able to tune in and find out what part is went where and
Yeah.
the whole 9 yards. Everybody's going to have an opinion. But we have one, and we need to voice it in November.
I think what's going to hurt Donny very shortly, it's becoming very popular over here in respect of conversation, but and more so in America, is there's been more documents released, and Donny's name is all over Epstein stuff. This
Yeah.
guy
They won't
was
even
so
bring it
deep
up.
involved. I think he was probably a partner in this fucking enterprise with Epstein, because
Absolutely.
he's just everywhere. And I think Camilla, I'm sorry, they need to bring this subject up and say, let's talk about this man's character.
Yeah.
Because Biden's name was
I
not
think
all
so.
over Epstein's documents.
Guess who? Yeah, and neither was Joe Biden.
Kamala.
Anyway, hey, let me thank Chuckster255 who came in with a $5 donation and said, my choices for Democratic ticket are Harris Kelly, Harris Whitweimer, or Harris AOC. I'm good with any one of those.
Yeah.
I am good with any one of those. And Allard Roberts came in with $2 Canadian and said, oh, John for VP. Yeah, they won't let me, buddy. They won't let me because John's going to slap somebody. That's it. Then I'd be in the news. They'd throw me out. It'd be a whole big story. Vice President kicks the shit out. There you go. Right down the tubes. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight and joining in the conversation. In the words of the great John Paul Jones, we haven't yet begun to fight yet. We're just starting this fight. And we have to find that renewed drive within us to push this thing. We only have 3 months to go, baby. We need to make sure we protect this country, and that's by electing a Democratic ticket, no matter who that is. That's the word of the day. Anyway, Adam, again, thank you for coming in, brother. Always enjoy hearing your voice.
Just gonna hop in at the
Always
end.
put a smile on my face, brother.
Hey, man, keep
Hey.
smiling, keep smiling. Vote blue, and it's B&B day every day
There
here.
you
You
go.
know.
There you go, Adam. Take
All
care of
right,
yourself.
guys. Take care.
And Bill,
Yes.
thank you for coming in, brother.
Yeah, I didn't do too much though, John.
Hey, you're in the room. You're at the table. We appreciate you being here, brother. Chip your 2 cents anytime you get. You
I'm
want
happy to be here.
Well, we're glad to have you, brother.
Happy to
Take
be
care of
here.
yourself. All right. And let me see. Ozzy,
Yo,
always glad
on
when
you.
you stop by, buddy. Always appreciate the view from down under.
Well, I was only here for little time, so don't blame me if anything goes wrong, okay? I was only here for 10 minutes. Popped in to say hello, give my opinion, and I want to say a hello, send out a hello to Clarence Thomas. I hope you're happy, Clarence. You fucked the country, along with you and Donnie. Enjoy your holidays. I think that you're worth every cent that the people pay you to rip them off. You and your mate, what's his name? Alito, yeah.
Just say Clarence and the Five.
Yeah. I hope Camilla, with her experience in the legal system, can see this crap, and she does what Joe wanted to do, is clean out SCOTUS and those full-time appointments that create corruption. When you get a full-time appointment, you're signing a contract for corruption. Good night, America.
Good night, Ozzy Dave. Wise words, buddy. We should listen to him. Take care of yourself and come back.
I will.
All right, brother. And Miss Chick.
Yes, John.
Thank you so much for you do.
You're welcome. Did you remember to thank some of the people that left early?
I did indeed, didn't I?
And you remember who all was here?
Not really.
Well, I think we had, who do we have? Mitch?
We had George. We had Mitch.
Ed Beatty.
Ed,
George.
indeed.
Bill Joines.
Bill Joines, thank you for coming by. Indeed. I'm glad somebody has a memory here. Mine's toast, man.
I probably missed a couple.
I'm good to remember 5 minutes ago nowadays. I'm a worried man is what I am. Anyway, Miss Chick, thank you. You have anybody you want to call out tonight?
Well, yes. First of all, I want to call out Joe Biden.
Indeed.
Because he's still the president right now. He just doesn't have to campaign anymore so he can get some shit done. It's good for me.
It's good for you.
Yeah. But we also had some people that shared this shit, John.
Who dared share this shit?
Marcos Villa from Arizona, Norma Cardenas from Texas, Sandra Cardona from Texas, Terry Taylor from Michigan, Rod Young from Hawaii, and Randy Buckingham from Utah.
Randy
All
Buckingham.
shared this shit.
All shared that shit, and I'm so thankful they did. Thank you very much. And guess what? You can share this shit too. There's a button right down there. There's a like, a share, and a subscribe button right down there. If you ain't hit all three of them, do that before you walk out the door.
Yep, make sure you do that thumbs up before you walk out the door. And I want to thank all of the people that were subscribing while we were talking.
We had a lot of new subscribers tonight. That was great.
There was.
This family grows every time we turn around. Every time I turn around, there's new numbers down there, and that's just great. Not for my numbers, not for anything like, because that's more and more people we know are going to show up at the ballot box in November.
It
If
is,
you're
and it's
here,
more
I know you're gonna
like-minded
be there.
people to reassure us that we're not all alone.
That's right, baby. We are a power, and we need to be reckoned with, baby. That's what we are, and that Blue Dot family is growing every day. Anyway, Miss Chick.
And
again.
we have a little Carol Gillens on
Carol
Facebook
Gillens.
says that Randy Buckingham is her brother.
Really? Outstanding.
I think so.
Good. Outstanding. There you go. This family grows every day, baby. And family members. Anyway, I want to thank everybody who
just
came
say
in
something?
tonight. Huh?
Sorry, John. I forgot to mention, I was going to mention
What?
it earlier on. Happy birthday, Irene Lambert.
Irene Lambert. It's her birthday?
Hey,
Happy birthday to
Irene.
you. I'm glad you said that. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Irene. Happy birthday to you and many more. Irene has been with us a long time. She shares our shit on Facebook all the time, and I appreciate her tremendously, as I do every member of this family, for being here, for being concerned about your country. We're going to get this shit done, and we're going to be victorious in November, baby. Anyway,
You betcha.
again, I want to thank everybody, those names going by, and those who donated a la carte tonight. I appreciate you tremendously, and just remember that goal in November. We're going to get there, baby. And a personal note out to Bernadette Preed, baby. Take your time, take care of yourself. We love you, and waiting for you to come back. We'll see you later. Anyway, y'all say goodnight, teacher, everybody.
Good
Oh,
night.
it's been a day.
Vote blue. Vote blue.
Vote blue, baby. We'll see you back here. What? Tuesday for another Blue Dot family meeting. So until then, baby, get after it. Pay attention to the news. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Y'all put a smile on your face and give that shit away tomorrow. Anyway, we'll see y'all later. Y'all say goodnight.